Hi everyone, this is Leo Green with Leo Green Studio, and as you can see, my studio is a mess. I'm going to be building a table that's going to house my tools and work as a workstation as well. I'm going to make a table saw stand where I can slide more stuff through it. I'll have my miter saw, my band saw, and just more storage space and a cleaner space. So first things first, I gotta make it a clean space.
So I'm starting to clean up my space, and after I get my space cleaned up, I'm actually gonna redraw out and get my final plans for my table saw. So I get out my miter saw and I start making my measurements, and I'm cutting and cutting and cutting, moving pretty good. And I'm starting off by making the first frames of it. So I have my corner connectors, and I'm using my compact drill, which I love, and my regular drill. And that compact drill really comes in handy. I use my regular drill just to kind of make some pre-holes in it so I can hide the screws, and it goes in nice and cleaner and smooth. My mom, she's out here helping me out, just attaching the legs of the table, and I have it on a little roller so I can make it easier to move around. Again, loving using that compact drill.
Okay, so I have my table built. Now I have to make this flush with this table right here. So I'm about to make me up a little drawing real quick to see if that I can do it.
Okay, it's always good to have your design as a plan. So right here, I'm furthering my plan like I have it in my head, but I want to make sure that I'm really clear about what I'm going to do. So I'm attaching some wood to hold or stand at the end of my table to hold my table saw. So I drew out the sides of it, and now I'm thinking about how this would actually look if it's fitted on to the the table, and how it's actually going to work. And I'm going from a 2D drawing to a 3D drawing, and it's just so I can say, hey, this is how I want this, and I'm planning out, and I'm thinking about all different types of views and sides and how it can work. Okay, I'm measuring, I'm checking to make sure things are in the right spaces, because I want the table saw and the workstation table, to be almost flush. I actually want the table saw to be a little bit higher up. That way, the wood can just slide right down off of the table saw as I cut it. Getting more measurements. I got the measurements from the side, and then I'm getting the measurements from the width of it and the height of my table saw. And it's real important to be able to kind of draw this stuff out and just think and plan before you do this stuff, okay? And that saves you time and headache for later on. So now I have all my scrap pieces of wood that I'm going to make the rest of the end of my bench. And I'm using my wireless skill saw to cut out a base so that the actual table saw can sit on. Hey everyone, this is going to be a multi-video project that I'm doing. What other gadgets and gizmos do you think I can add and put into this to make this a more complete table? Uh, like and subscribe, send me comments, and tell me what you think about this work. Thank you. And this is Leo Green Studio.